Good sleep, sweet dreams, and happy and healthy mind and body go hand in hand. There are ways to fix your sleep cycles. After all, the lack of sleep has far-reaching impact and consequences on physical and mental health. So why is sleep so important? And how can you help yourself sleep better? I spoke to neurologists and psychiatrists to understand this and break this down for you. Take a look at the report. Fatigue, anxiety, irritability, lack of concentration, forgetfulness, exhaustion. If you go through all of these or some of these regularly, you may want to maintain a sleep diary and consult a neurologist or a psychiatrist. These could be telltale signs of sleep deprivation.
Now, a common question asked many a times is, how do I know that I'm sleep deprived? And of course, apart from feeling tired, when you wake up feeling, exhausted or tired, that's one of the common symptoms. But apart from that, excessive, sleepiness, yawning, lack of concentration, headaches, irritability, just feeling exhausted and tired, even sometimes forgetfulness and anxiety. So those could be the early symptoms that you're getting sleep deprived, and it's time to catch up and cover up for that sleep, deficit that you are creating.
The body's ability to function declines if one does not get enough sleep according to one's age. But what is optimal sleep for different age groups?
Now, the amount of sleep varies with age. For example, newborns require 14 to 17 hours of sleep, while infants from 12 to 15. Now, as the babies grow older, when they're children, 9 to 11 hours, and adults typically require 7 to 8 hours. Recommended is actually 7 to 9, and as older adults, 7 to 8.
If you don't get the optimal level of sleep, you are sure headed for some health trouble. It is almost an open invitation to different illnesses and also makes you age faster.
When one does not sleep, the required amount on a regular basis, over time, there's definitely an impact on the health of the person. Whether it's an increase in diabetes, whether it's an increase in the risk of heart disease or stroke, whether there's an increase in memory issues. In fact, one study showed that when people sleep for less than 4 hours continuously, they actually age by 8 years. So imagine your brain is functioning now at a level of 8 years older than what you would want it to be. And that can really impact you when it comes to functioning.
Along with physical health, lack of sleep even has an impact on your mental health.
Lack of sleep can have an impact both on the physical and the mental health, right from feeling tired to getting irritable to making mistakes at work to also losing concentration and losing your memory in the long run. A lot of people who have sleep disturbances have daytime drowsiness, and because of that it becomes very difficult for them to continue to do any proper work, and they may be taking naps in the day. As a result of this, over the long term, it impacts their relationships and can also cause depressive disorders related to sleep disturbances.
This is an underappreciated topic, but mental health definitely gets affected by lack of sleep. Over time, people are more prone to anxiety, depression, panic attacks. So that is why it's important to actually have a regular sleep pattern. Especially for people who are prone to anxiety or prone to depression, it is important that they try to wake up and sleep at the same time.
But why does sleep deprivation even occur?
The problem of why sleep deprivation occurs can also definitely be behavior related. Nowadays, due to all the screen time that we all have, what we don't realize is that the amount of screen time that we show our brain, our eyes, our brain, there is actually more production of cortisol and less production of melatonin, which is required for sleep. And cortisol is what keeps us active. Apart from that, health issues, hypothyroidism, some people might have obesity, that will also contribute. If somebody is obese, they're not going to get a restful sleep. They might be snoring at night. That was they're not getting enough oxygen, so that is sleep apnea. That could also be a problem. Then apart from that, the most common, of course, personal obligations and work obligations, especially in the younger generation.
Sleep deprivation can occur because of a lot of reasons, right from aging, where people find it difficult to sleep as they grow older, to sleep disorders like sleep apnea or restless leg syndromes, or if there's an underlying psychiatric disorder, also people find it difficult to sleep.
All of this is fixable. Firstly, maintain a sleep diary if you are unable to sleep. Then, consult a neurologist or a mental health practitioner like a psychiatrist. Ensure you are being monitored by any of these doctors. There are some quick fixes too if your sleep deprivation is not chronic in nature.
The purpose of the apps is to actually see how well you're sleeping. When it comes to from clinical, neurology perspective, or when I practice, we give something like a 2-week sleep diary that is recommended. For good sleep, there are a couple of things one can do that are easier to actually follow. First thing would be set a routine. Make sure you kind of stick to a sleep pattern. It's very easy to kind of waver, but the more you can follow the sleep pattern, the better your brain regulates the circadian rhythm, or the rhythm of how one wakes up and sleeps in your body, and that affects your entire sleep overall. Avoid having caffeinated drinks, avoid having alcohol. One might think alcohol actually helps. Alcohol might initially help you relax, but it does not help in prolonged sleep. So if you're somebody who has trouble sleeping a lot, avoid that nightcap as much as you can. That may not be something that you should be doing. Other things that you can do is, of course, taking away your screen time at night. Please keep away your phone, keep away your laptops, as much as you can, because the more you stimulate your brain, the more you're actually reducing the production of melatonin, which is the sleep hormone required for sleep.
Sometimes, we see that, it's just too much coffee which is not allowing a person to sleep, or taking too many stimulants. And incidentally, these are the people who also use alcohol at night to sleep. So the first thing is that we need to find the underlying cause and treat it accordingly.
After all, when kids were studying poems, very early on in their life, it is drilled into them, perhaps for a reason, that early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Time to revisit it for real. Meanwhile, here's wishing you some sweet dreams. In New Delhi, Chethi Narula for India Today.